Welcome to Moving to Portugal Daily, Episode 1. I'm Mateos Costa. Today we dive into Neighborhood Fit Blueprint, how to pick the exact Portuguese neighborhood that matches your visa needs, budget, safety, and social goals, with practical steps to relocate smarter and live better in Portugal.
Quick hook. One neighborhood can double your rent or halve your loneliness. Pick wrong and you'll spend months covering higher costs, coping with poor transport, and missing community connections that make visas and income stable. Pick right and you reduce stress, save money, and accelerate belonging. In the next 9 minutes, I'll give you a repeatable blueprint so you can shortlist 3 neighborhoods fast and test them without burning your budget. What matters? The objective criteria that never go out of style. When you evaluate a neighborhood, look at 6 things: rent and deposit norms, commute and transport, healthcare access, personal safety, density of digital nomads or communities you want, and landlord types. Why these? Rent and deposits directly affect your monthly runway and deposit negotiation. Commute and transport determine daily energy and time you can spend generating income. Healthcare access protects your peace of mind and visa narratives. Safety affects both daily comfort and the kinds of social activities you can reliably attend. Community density affects your ability to meet peers and build SEF-ready evidence, like co-working receipts and local memberships. And landlord type, agency, private owner, or international host, will change what paperwork they ask for and how negotiable terms are. Keep these 6 in a simple spreadsheet and score neighborhoods against them.
Step 1. Remote Recon, a fast research playbook you can use from abroad. Start with 3 data sources: local Facebook/Telegram groups and meetup pages, official statistics like municipal sites for transport and healthcare, and multi-listing sites, Idealista, OLX, and Airbnb to gauge seasonality. Add crime maps or police reports for safety. Script to reach out. Write a short message introducing yourself and your needs. Mention visa type and length. Ask about noise, landlord flexibility, and weekly market options. Example: hello, I'm moving to Porto for 3 months on a D7 and looking for neighborhoods with easy transport, reliable supermarkets, and co-working spots. Any neighborhood recommendations or landlord contacts? Use this same script in 3 groups per city and compare responses. Look for speed and tone. Quick, helpful local replies are a signal of community density and landlord responsiveness.
When evaluating listings from afar, watch for red flags. Repeated short-term listings from the same host may be tourist season skew. Photos that don't show a full address or street view, surprise fees, or ambiguous deposit terms. Cross-check a listing's address on Google Street View to verify proximity to transport and groceries. For healthcare, check nearest primary health center, Centro de Salud, distance and emergency access times. For commute, map a realistic route to your likely daytime routine, not just downtown, and time it. These objective checks save you from Instagram impressions and staged photos.
Step 2. Micro-stay testing, a low-cost way to test life patterns. Book 2 7 to 14-day stays in different neighborhoods rather than one long stay. Use cheap midweek check-ins to avoid tourist price distortion. During each stay, observe 5 things: noise and sleep quality, grocery and meal routines, co-working or cafe energy during your work hours, social spots where you can meet neighbors, and landlord interaction style. Collect evidence simultaneously. Save receipts from cafes, co-working check-ins, local gym or language class signups, and short witness messages from hosts or neighbors. These are useful later for SEF or landlord proofs.
Appearance and communication tactics matter in microstays. Dress neat casual when meeting landlords or community leads. Small grooming cues create trust and make you memorable. Practice a brief local introduction line in Portuguese, 2 sentences, to open conversations and show respect. Carry a printed, simple income summary and a translated letter from your bank or employer if landlords request proof. If you're applying for a D7 or showing stability, collect co-working receipts, local memberships, and dated rental confirmations. They all strengthen your narrative.
Step 3. Lease and community strategy. How to secure a good lease and build local credibility. First, negotiate deposits. Propose 1 month plus a short-term break clause if the landlord is hesitant. Offer to pay a slightly longer initial rent period, 3 months, if they need security. This often beats larger deposits. Prepare clean, clear income proof. Bank statements showing 3 months of steady deposits, an invoice sample or client contract, and a short reference note if you rented before. Join at least 3 local groups before you arrive: a neighborhood Facebook, a co-working group, and a hobby or language meetup, so you have invitations and local names to mention during conversations.
Daily habits that accelerate belonging. Show up at the same cafe or co-working twice a week for 2 weeks to become recognizable. Attend 1 local event a week and learn 3 neighbor names. Small routines create visible presence. This matters more than polished online profiles when landlords choose tenants. For self-evidence, maintain dated records, receipts, photos outside co-working spaces with timestamps, and short WhatsApp confirmations of appointments. These small items build a credible local footprint.
A real nomad example and a common mistake to avoid. I worked with a nomad who chose a trendy Lisbon neighborhood because of Instagram photos. The place was photogenic, but noisy, expensive, and full of short-term tourists. After 1 week of poor sleep and high food costs, they pivoted, booked 2 microstays in a quieter adjacent district, followed the recon checklist, and found a 1-bedroom with a local landlord who preferred a 3-month initial rental at a slightly lower monthly rate. They saved 25% on rent and gained a neighbor who invited them to a weekly language exchange. The common mistake: choosing by aesthetics and influencer posts instead of objective checks and local responses. Immediate action. Your 24-hour checklist. 1. Shortlist 3 neighborhoods using the 6 criteria spreadsheet. 2. Post the recon script in 3 local groups and save the replies. 3. Book 2 7 to 14-day microstays on different dates or neighborhoods. 4. Prepare a simple income packet and 1-page introduction in Portuguese. 5. Join a local meetup and a co-working mailing list. Complete those 5 items in 24 hours and you'll have a real shortlist plus microstay options to run meaningful tests. If you want templates, scripts, and a fillable neighborhood toolkit that includes the spreadsheet, outreach messages, landlord income packet, and microstays evidence checklist, I created a focused kit inside the Neighborhood Toolkit course. It's practical, ready to use, and built for D7 and long-term relocation planning. Use the toolkit to speed up each step and reduce guesswork. Portugal rewards preparation. This toolkit helps you prepare the right way. That's your immediate Portugal blueprint. Shortlist 3 neighborhoods, run 2 microstays, collect local evidence, and show up with small daily habits that build trust and community. Start applying one thing this week. Portugal isn't just a destination. It's your optimized new beginning. That's your daily Portugal blueprint. Start applying one thing this week.